Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. What we're going to do today, we're going to try something new. We're going to go back to a game that I used to play a long time ago. Sort of got out of touch with it a little bit really, but I just realised that I miss playing it. So I'm going to give it a go on the channel, see how it goes, see if you guys like it or not. It's Eurotruck Simulator 2. Now on this game in the past, I've got about 120 hours in it. So what I've done is I've started up a new career, and I've done a few jobs in it just to get myself back used to doing it again. So I've managed to get myself up to level 5, and I've got a profit of about 45,000 euros. So I've done a couple of special missions which pay really high, but they're quite monotonous, to be honest. If you haven't played the game before, the special missions is where you're driving a large cargo somewhere, and you're basically escorted. You've got to follow a car in front of you or a van in front of you to your destination, and there's also one behind you as well. So it's quite strict on what you do. So on this one, to start off with, I'm going to take a different job. I'm going to do something a little bit more interesting than that. See, these two here, these are the specials. So that one is Plymouth to Dover, and it's 15,000. I thought that says 77 hours driving then. It's 15,500. That one's 15,500. Both the same distance. That one's a industrial condenser, and that one's just a massive tech part. But I'm not going to do anything like that at the moment. I'm going to do one of these smaller missions. So let's see where this one's going. So this one's going across the water. So it's it's expected on Wednesday. So it's Tuesday at the moment. So we could probably do that one, I would imagine. That will give us 7,000. So I think we'll accept that one just so we can get on with it. So it's going to be a DHL run. So let's take the job and let's see what truck we've got. Now at the moment I don't own a truck. I'm using whatever they decide to give me for the job. So here we are, we're in the cabin. It looks alright, it's a DAF. There's our cargo behind. We'll do a quick external view a minute so you can see how it looks. There we go. Now I've not done a DHL run before, so this will be quite interesting. So let's fire it up, see how it goes. So just for information, the gear that I'm using for this, I've got a Cytec heavy wheel that I used to use for the farming simulator, and I've got the control panel as well. So that's what I'm going to be using on this. So we'll fire it up, see how it looks. See how it sounds. Sounds all right. So let's just have a quick look at the controls on this one. There we go. I'm going to stick the lights on because you do get fined if you forget to put your lights on in this. And let's head on down the highway, as they say. So obviously we've just got our route to follow down there in the sat nav in the bottom left. Let's have a look at the different screens we got there. So there's all the details of what we're doing. So we're actually taking 14 tons of pumps. There we go. There's our damage indicator. We want that all to be on 0 when we reach our destination. No short messages, no chat. That's okay. So if we continue to press F5 on here, we get the different views. Now what I need to do is make sure that I take the right route out of here. So I'm going to need to go round that way so that I can get around the outside. So let's give it a go. Let's head off. So it's not bad handling on this truck, to be honest. So I'm using an automatic as well. Come on, let's get going. I should actually be turning here. Right, so let's get on our way. So it's not going to be too long a trip, this one, probably 20 minutes or so. Just sneaked out there. You got to be very careful with some of these vehicles on these roundabouts. They do tend to jump straight out at you. Hope he's going to get up to speed fairly soon. Alright, left hand turn coming up. So we're out on the open road now, that's a lot better. Should be able to get a bit of speed up and going soon. Should be coming out of the 30. Bit noisy with the window open. The fines you get for speeding as well are quite high, so you need to be a little bit careful. I usually end up getting nabbed somewhere along the route. Be nice if we could ever get out of this 30 zone. Here we go. You might notice that the cab is shaking around a little bit, but that's because I've got a realistic physics mod on this one to make it handle a bit more realistically. I've actually got quite a few mods on to try and change the realism. I always find I get tempted to have a look at the scenery around here, but as soon as you take your eyes off the road, that's it. You start veering off into the other traffic, or you start hitting the barriers. Gotta be really careful. Starting to get dark, so it's a good job we have got these lights on. Veered over a little bit then. Right, this is our turn off coming up. Don't want to overcook it coming up here. Probably undercooked it a little bit, to be honest. So difficult to keep your eye on traffic. This is where you could do with one of the eye controllers, that kind of thing. I've tried it in VR before, but it actually made me feel quite sick. Problem is, the eye controllers are sort of going for a couple of £100 at the moment, which is a bit more than I really want to spend out. I have actually got an older version one somewhere, but I don't know where. We're not far off the ferry port now. Oh, it looks like we're going through the tunnel. Gotta try and remember my route in. Can't go in that one. We can go in this one though, by the looks of it. Right, let's have a look. See our destinations. So we want Calais. So let's go. And here we are. So let's make our way out of here. Am I actually at the destination? Hang on. Yeah, I am. Right, so I think I've got to go down the end here. And when I get to the end, I should be able to turn around and come back on myself. If I remember rightly. As I said, it's a while since I've been playing this, so I've got to try and remember the ins and outs. Right, so we take this right down to the end there, and then this will put us back on our course then. Wrong way of fence? But I'm going the right way. Oh, am I on the wrong side of the road? Ah. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Like I said, you got to be so careful. Make sure that you don't miss it. Concentrating so much on where I'm driving, not what side of the road I'm driving. Of course, we're on the opposite side of the road now as well. I think that's the French police. try and keep on the right side of them. Here we are on a toll booth. Not sure how much this is going to set me back. You have to be careful for cars whipping at the side of you here as well. Probably won't be as bad at night time. There's not so much traffic about. So he's not exactly pushing it. Now I do have an issue with graphics on one of the mods that I've got installed, but so far I've not encountered it. But you probably will see it. You'll see a bright pink vehicle. It's usually on a DPD van. That's one up ahead there. That's what reminded me of it. Right, we're coming off here. Got just under 2 hours game time, which I don't know how it works on this. I don't know how many minutes there are per hour. I have to look into that, I think. So far we've had no incidents where the road's been closed off or anything. So our journey's been quite smooth so far. I don't really know if breakdowns are a thing in this. I've never actually broken down on any job that I've taken, even when I owned my own trucks. Oops. Shot across the road a bit then. It's because I was looking at the GPS. Probably scared the driver behind me. And we got another toll gate up here. It's alright, I don't pay that, that's good. Excuse me. Can't quite see what's going on with the road here. Just a bit of hit and hope there. Now we got some weather coming in. I've got a weather mod on this one, which makes the weather a lot more realistic. We're not far off destination now. I've just seen the end of journey flag appear on the GPS. Right. Need to look out for our unloading position. We'll be coming up very soon. Hopefully it'll be a nice easy one. Because I haven't quite got my reversing legs back on in this yet. There it is. Oh, this one looks nice and easy. There we go. So we're now at destination. So we'll unhook and we'll see how we did. There we go. So that's not bad. We made just over 7,000 euros with that one. And we got an excellent from it as well, so we didn't have any accidents, any bumps, no damage taken to the truck or trailer or load. So we get to go up one in our skills. So what I normally do with this is I'll go for high value cargo before anything else, because that will give me the short routes but with decent paying cargoes. So do I put another one in there, or do I start going for ADR training, which means I can start transporting dangerous goods, which I like to do as well because they tend to be higher paying. So we've already got explosives. The next one will be gases, flammable gases, non-flammable gases, and poisonous gases. So I think I might put a point in that so we can start getting some of those going. Let's apply that. And there we go. So let's just see if we've got any emails. No emails have come through. So there you go. So that was our first mission on the channel. Mission. It's not really a mission. It's more of a job, isn't it? But anyway, yeah. So if you like that and you want to see more of it, remember to like and subscribe to the channel and all that jazz. And I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.